Hey, what's up everyone out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another addicted fishing tutorial. Today what we're going to be talking about is the Brad's kokanee cut plug. Now this is a salmon lure originally. It started out as a salmon lure. They have bigger sizes, but as this thing's progressed, it's become a kokanee lure and now even a trout lure. And I haven't seen very many trout guys across YouTube or across anywhere that are using these for trout. So I wanted to put it to the test today and see how well these things really work for these stalker trout. They just put a bunch of trout in this lake. The fish are jumping everywhere. Let's see how good the Brad's kokanee cut plug works for these trout. It's coming up next. Alright everyone, before we get this video kicked off, if you can do me a huge favor and go down here and smash that thumbs up button. If we get this video to 5,000 likes, if we get it to 5,000 likes, I'm going to randomly select someone from the comments to win a prize pack that includes some Brad's kokanee cut plugs. So if you want a chance to win that, smash the thumbs up, drop a comment, and we're going to randomly select one of you to win some of these little deadly baits. So starting out with the rods, when I'm trolling these kokanee cut plugs, specifically when I'm out doing kokanee, I really like to have a line counter reel so I know exactly how far behind the boat my setup is. So I'm using an Okuma Low Pro line counter reel, and I have it on one of the kokanee black trolling rods. These are super light, awesome rods to fish for trout or kokanee. It's a 4 to 8 pound rating, has a nice backbone just in case you do hook a nicer fish. Really nice rods. Anyway, you can get away though with anything. If you have a spinning rod or you have something at home, you can attach one of these kokanee plugs to the end of it and most likely you're gonna catch fish. But if you wanna be in an advantage against all the other people out there, get yourself a nice setup with a line counter. I'm using braided line, so I have a 30-pound tough line on here. Again, I use this for all my trolling rods, so I'm just using a 30-pound tough line braid. It cuts through the water column a lot easier than like a monofilament or a fluorocarbon does, which is really important with when you're trolling. So I'm using a braid for that reason. Okay, so what I've done here is I've attached a 3-way swivel. I've got one side of the 3-way tied to my braid, and I have one side of the 3-way tied to my fluorocarbon. Coming off the bottom of the 3-way, I have a duo snap. And the importance of that duo snap is what it's gonna do is it's gonna get my setup back there and down there a little bit so it's not just on the surface. So you're gonna pop that duo snap open. I'm gonna use one of these just really small 1/4 ounce Dave's tangle free weights. They're super nice because you can just clip them right onto the duo snap like that, snap your duo, and you're fishing. The other nice thing is these are a lead free fishing weight, so you know, if you want to support the environment and support Dave's tangle free, that's why I use them. So now we got our fluorocarbon. And actually, we're not gonna need this because when you pull these little Brads out of the packages, if you buy the ones that I bought, they come pre-rigged, which is really nice. So I'm gonna take my top shot off of here because I don't need that today. I'm gonna save that for another lure just in case I fish something else today. Now we're gonna go to the cut plug. So what this thing is, it looks like you got about a 36-inch leader. On the end of the leader, they've attached a bead chain. Now this thing, what this lure does when it's out there is it's spinning a bunch. And so they got the bead chain on there just to kind of help everything spinning in that motion. So we're gonna need to do one more step to get that bead chain on there. So I got another duo snap. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open this bad boy up from both ends. Open it up just like that. I'm gonna take it in that side of the 3-way that doesn't have my braid attached to it. I'm gonna clip it through there and then over the top, and then I'm gonna close the one end of the 3-way, just like that. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's all kind of said and done. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that 3 swivel bead chain, you're gonna clip that onto your duo. The nice thing about this, and the reason you kind of do it this way instead of just tying it, is you can easily switch everything out. So think about how quickly, say they want a different color. You can just unsnap your duo, put a completely different color on and you're fishing. Say that you need to get down deeper or you need to get down less. You can quickly unsnap your weight and adjust on the fly. Super easy way to do it. Okay, so let's go down to this cut plug and talk about it a little bit. So basically what these things are is they're like a clamshell style bait, and they have this angle here. And what that angle does is it makes that thing spin. It's got a nice spinning motion. What we've done here is we have 4 beads, 4 little tiny beads and then our 2 hooks coming off the back. And what you want to do is you want to have these beads kind of placed specifically so that very, very first hook is coming right off the back of the plug like that. Just like so. Now what I'm going to show you is the cool part about these. This little rubber band right here comes off. We're going to set that off to the side here. And watch this. These things open up like so. And they come with this little foam pad in there. So if you want, you could soak this foam pad in scent and then throw it back in there and you'd be fishing. But what I like to do is put bait in here. So I'm gonna see what I got in my box here and I'm gonna throw some bait in here. All right, so I got some of the Procure Badass salmon eggs. You can't really go wrong with salmon eggs with trout. They love them, they eat them, works good. And these are just like a cured salmon egg. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cut plug and I'm just gonna throw a few of these in there. Just down the center like so. And what's gonna happen when I close this clamshell is these things are gonna smash down in there. If I can do it without losing them all, just like that, see that? So now, watch the scent that's about to just happen here. Okay, so you can see as I smash these eggs down in there, see how they're kind of coming out the sides and they have these little holes here in the center? What's gonna happen is after I get my rubber band on here, oh yeah, it smells good. You can see I kind of got some hanging off the side. You can clean her up a little bit, but that's what you want. That thing's got some nice, nasty scent. Now let's deploy this thing and see if these stalker trout will eat the kokanee cut plug. All right, everyone, so we're gonna show you what these things do when they're in the water. Watch this thing in the water here. Look at that spin. Look at that. I mean, I don't know a fish that doesn't want to eat that. Look at how just deadly that looks. Ooh, we're gonna get him, Sean. We are gonna get him. Let's get on the troll here. Again, I'm gonna clear my line counter, get on my troll, do about 2 speed. I'm gonna let this thing out. And again, I've never seen very many people using these for trout. So myself, this video, I've never used these for trout. So this is literally an experiment. I wanna see if they work, and I'm hoping that they do. Got it out to 15 feet right now. I'm gonna put it out to probably 30 or 40. I want to get back there. I used a super lightweight, just a 1/4 ounce. A lot of these fish are right on the top, so I don't want to be super deep. So I'm gonna go 35. That's what I'm gonna run with. 35. See what it does. I'm gonna cast my little wiggler out there too, just for fun, just to see if it gets bit at all. The Brad's little wig. Now we sit and wait. Now we wait for a bite. We just had 2 nice fish jump right in front of us. I'm gonna troll right through the freaking juice.
Oh,
A little wiggler. Oh, did he come off?
totally.
Oh, there's another fish, Sean. Oh, quick release. Well, kokanee cut plug, you're not working for me yet. There he is. Got him, Sean. Oh, he came off. We lost him, folks. We lost one on our first pass. These things work. Okay, so on our first pass, we got a few different bites and just hooked one and lost one. So these things definitely work. I'm just still kind of new to it and trying to dial them in, so I need to figure out exactly what these fish are doing and what they want. But so far, from what we're seeing, they're definitely eating it. Now it's just a matter of landing them. Oh, he's a ripper, Sean. All right, so we've done one pass down. Before we make the next pass up the lake, I'm gonna throw some of this garlic bait wax on there from Procure. Trout love garlic, especially when the water temperature's what it's at. So I'm just gonna, you just take the bait wax and just on the plug a little bit like that. Send her back out there. Damn it, dude. Thinking that my hook configuration might need to do some adjusting there. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely getting tons of bites. A lot of bites so far, but we can't seem to hook them. I think one of the issues that we're having, addicts, is a lot of these trout, I'm seeing a ton of them, they're just little. So they're having a hard time eating that bigger bait. Oh, there he is. He's there. Got him. We're just gonna reel him in nice and slow, boys. He's on there. He hammered it. So we went a little deeper, put a little bit bigger weight on, and that was the ticket. And he just threw it right there. Unbelievable. You'd think I was using rubber mother effing hooks right now, folks. But these are not. They definitely have barbs on them, and they're definitely sharp. Oh, sad times. But the super bait, the kokanee super bait works for sure. Now, if we could only land one, folks, I think I might need to experiment, try some different methods with my hooks. Any of you guys use these for trout? And if you do, I want to know what you guys do. You guys got other methods that you use, other hook setups? I know I've seen treble hooks before and some stuff like that, but that was a nice trout. Let's land this one, folks. Let's try to land this one. Feels like a little bit decent of a fish. Started raining on us, guys. We had to get our jackets and stuff on. It's getting kind of cold. Oh yeah. Oh, and he is off. We just lost him, folks. One jumped. What is going on? What am I doing wrong here, folks? What the hell am I doing wrong? These kokanee cut plugs are doing some damage. We're poking a lot of fish in the mouth. We're just not landing them. Oh, come on, guys. Please stay on there, you stupid trout. How little are you? Well, there you have it. As you can see, we finally landed one. These super baits work really, really well for these stock trout. I think I need to figure out something different for the hooks because we're missing a lot of fish, but I think it may have something to do with just how small these fish are. You know, they don't have much of a mouth to be able to eat that big old bait. So I think that's part of it, but I'm gonna keep experimenting, and make sure you guys drop some comments below and let me know if you guys do anything different with the hooks or if you've had any experience fishing these for trout. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna be using them a lot more in the near future, and a huge shout out to Brad's. They're one of our partners, and we've used super baits for years for salmon, and it's cool to have a little tiny kokanee one that we can use for trout now. Thanks again so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you subscribers out there, and don't forget, if you want an opportunity to win an Addicted Fishing prize pack, smash that thumbs up, drop a comment, make sure you're subscribed, turn on the bell, and we'll see you on the river.